Hey everybody, we're back. It's Charlie, and we're going to continue the Temple 420 tour in the Torah as we get reborn through our mind and water and fire, smoke, ashes, dust. What did the king hear that made him sit on ashes? Hey, Isaac. All right, here we go. You guys ready? Here we go. The air I breathe, right? That's exactly what we're doing. Couldn't be any simpler. So, now, the people in Nineveh believed in God, and they proclaimed a fast, and their fast consists of taking off their old clothes. Necessarily, they're going to sit in sackcloth, and the matter then reached the king of Nineveh, because the smell then arose to the king as the aroma of us rise up to God, and he says, they stink, Sodom and Gomorrah, or they smell nice, and they get passed over, like the Exodus, and then they get to escape. All of the examples of how the people escape from their turmoils by repenting back to God is exactly what we need to do now. And if you're doing it now and you don't ever see it until you cross over, at least you're really practiced and you totally know your game, right? At that point, you just get to be on a new team. So that's why I practice all day. The matter reached the king of Nineveh. He removed his robe. Remember our robe that we're supposed to receive? So we have to connect the dots. So he removed his robe from upon himself. He covered himself in sackcloth and sat in ashes. Remember, no food, no drink, but they're sitting in sackcloth and ashes. At that point, they're breathing like Moses on a dense, fiery, thick cloud of fragrant incense rising. This is like the complete sentence. Not just a verse. There's a long run-on sentence. Look, there it goes. So the man and the animal, because all of us have the same blood system, the herd and the flock, a different form of the man and the animal, shall not taste anything. They shall neither graze, like the ox, and the old story is in Deuteronomy 8:24-ish. It says, don't muzzle an ox while he's treading the grain, because that's the animal, and the animal likes the grain too. And then at that point, Paul says, hey, we are now the ox, and don't muzzle us while we tread the grain, because we can breathe and preach. That's the whole point. When everybody goes to their high place, they get anointed, and then they come down to the low place. We're at the top of the mountain. We come down to the reeds where it's entangling because it's confusing and it doesn't make any sense because the world sucks. Hey, now that we recognize there's a whole nother world out there that he's got also in his hand, there's like two worlds, or we're going to reunite the worlds. So, neither animals, nor the people, nor drink, nor water, all shall be covered with sackcloth, and they all shall call out to the mighty God. Now here's the English translation really quick. They were to sit in sackcloth, cover themselves. Here's the English thing. Cover themselves with sackcloth and ashes. And then it says, they're not to graze nor drink water, both man and animal, and shall cover themselves with sackcloth and call out to God. So cover themselves in sackcloth and call out to God, or cover themselves in sackcloth and sit in ashes. So calling out to God, Baruch Hashem.